Before continuing on this, as you see, we are creating the static meshes are created automatically on the folder maps. I want to move it to the static meshes. The way of doing it is just selecting these objects on the content browser. You can use the shift to select multiple objects and then dragging them to the static meshes. Here you will have the option that says move here. You can take it, and now the objects are there. So I'm going to move to the static meshes because this is where I want to keep everything. And as you know, automatically we are going to save them here. Now I want to create a new mesh. Let's put this box here. And I'm going to make some changes so you can see the next tool that I want to present to you. Let's take the height and move it to 200. Something like that. And I want to move the object just a little bit. Let me put the snapping to 50 and move it just, let's say, something around here. This is a tool inside Model that I don't use very much, but it is very important for you at least to have the context of what does this do, which is the subdivide. The subdivide will create by default a structure of an object that is kind of oval based on a structure of multiple sides. And this is the closest thing that you could have, like if you want to create an egg or something like that, this is the closest thing. And as you can see, it also creates a different subdivision scheme for polygroups based on the original structure of the cube. Now, you can say, well, yeah, I want one for every specific side that is here. It depends on you. This is, as I mentioned, something that I don't use very much. I like to modeling my things and have full control of what I am creating. But in case that you want to play with this, this is absolutely an option. You can increase the subdivision levels as we have discussed before. Let's say instead of 3, we're going to create 6. And as you can see, it's more soft. The surface is looking much better. This depends of what is the scenario that you want to design in terms of the rendering of how much processing you're going to use here. The other thing is that you can select by default you have the Catmull-Clark, but you can select also a subdivision that will be like bilinear. This will allow you to create, for example, an object which is not exactly a box, is a bit more soft. It depends of what you want to do. Again, this is not a tool that I use very much. I don't remember, in fact, a case that I've been using this before, but I wanted to present it to you just in case that you want to create a Catmull-Clark style of subdivision. And let's say that you want to build something with the shape of an egg. It could be like, okay, I want to do something like this. Let's say something like that. And then maybe you want to remove some of the geometry of this object from the bottom. This all depends on you. But as I mentioned, it's not something that I like to work with. Nevertheless, here it is. It is called the Subdivide in the Model tool.